was excited when I saw the topics for this speech. As a past wildland firefighter myself, I am always checking the fire reports, mostly because I still have quite a few friends who are actively out on the fire line, but also because I like to know about the current fire activity. A general rule firefighters follow is not to try and predict the fire season ahead. It is a very hard science to predict. However, a popular topic amongst firefighters, and also the guys in charge, is budget management and how to budget for a higher than average fire season. The budget is important to all firefighters because it tells us how many firefighters can be hired for each crew and engine. This year, our government is going to have a tough job managing the higher than average predicted fire season, if the prediction turns out to be true. As of yesterday, April 1st, from the Predictive Services Fire Management Report out of Boise and the National Interagency Fire Center, we are expected in April, and this I quote, above normal significant fire potential will continue over portions of Southern California, the Central Plains from southeastern Colorado to Iowa and northern Missouri, southwestern and south central Alaska. For May, we expect above normal significant fire potential will expand over portions of southern, central, and northern California and over most of western Alaska, and above normal fire potential will increase in southeast and decrease over the Central Plains. For June and July, we are expecting above normal significant fire potential will expand over most of northern California, central Oregon, and northwestern Nevada, over the far southern Great Basin and around the Great Lakes region. The northern Rockies are expected to be below normal this summer. The Department of Agriculture and the Department of the Interior is going to have a busy summer if these predictions continue to hold true. However, there are a few things that could keep fire management efforts running more smoothly. If our government would let more natural fires burn, we could save a lot of money. Some fires simply do not need to be fought. They can be simply monitored. For example, up in Jackson a few years ago, when I was on engine 441, there was a fire called the Red Rock Fire. It was very deep in the wilderness with very little chance of entering an urban interface environment. This fire was monitored constantly by a few teams of firefighters. However, it was not actively being fought. Efforts like these can save money that can be spent elsewhere on fires that have the capabilities to run into populated areas or unexpected fires. Fire is completely natural. Many species of plants and animals actually depend on fire for survival. An article by creationrevolution.com dated June 29, 2012 explains that many trees rely on fire to release new seeds. After a wildland fire, it looks like a scene of complete and utter desolation. However, visit a fire a few years later. The wildflowers and new growth will absolutely amaze you. Fire supplies the ground with rich ash that is full of nutrients, ensuring that future plants will have a fresh start. So allowing fire to burn is one way that the fires this season can be better managed. Another way to manage fires and mitigate future seasons Another way to manage fires and mitigate future seasons with uncontrolled burns are allowing fire crews to do more controlled burns. Controlled burns are burns that are set by wildland firefighters and then monitored. There are many positive outcomes when a successful controlled burn takes place. First, if an area is overgrown, firefighters can come in, clear out brush, and control the burn. This ensures that there are active firefighters on site, which can help control a fire from getting too large and out of control. I was on one controlled burn in Jackson. We lit fire behind many million-dollar homes. We were actually preventing a future unexpected burn because fires don't usually burn in the same spot twice, at least for a very, very long time. This ensured these homes that they were safe from the dangers of wildland fire. Also, with a controlled burn, all resources are right on hand. So if something does get out of control, the resources are standing by, which can help the situation from getting out of control. Another great reason behind controlled burns is it allows for regions to budget accordingly. They can plan for a burn to take 2 weeks and X amount of money. If the same area of brush were to burn unexpectedly, it could cost a lot more money. This can help save more money for unexpected burns. As always, it is impossible to really predict a future fire season. However, the government is allowing for more natural burns and controlled burns to take place. Hopefully, more efforts like this will take place, leading to a landscape that is more easily managed by both firefighters and our budget.